Burden is a joyful and friendly firbolg druid that hails from the city of Hartsville, where she grew up under the watchful eye of her cousin and ruler of the land, Tavis. She was fresh off an exhilarating but unfortunately heartbreaking adventure in Waterdeep, when Tavis summoned her and her best friend Valtreya to Icewind Dale. Together with old and soon-to-be new friends, she hopes to uncover the secrets surrounding the suspicious deaths and a seemingly never-ending winter plaguing the 10 towns.
Valtreya Margister is a young Aasimar sorceress of noble birth. After the tragedy that befell her companions in the sewers of Waterdeep, she and Natel were summoned to Icewind Dale. So with the voice of her angelic guide Seraphina, reminding her that her journey with Natel was not yet over, and that their paths were still intertwined, she shouldered her bag, packed with her warmest furs, and the carefully wrapped chicken and waffle sandwich from Krizik, turned her back on Waterdeep, and headed north.
Losing your idols is hard. Losing your friends is harder. 16-year-old Netherese of Arskana lost both. Leaving the warmth of Waterdeep and her anonymity behind, she followed 2 of her surviving friends north to help the people of Icewind Dale. With her roguish talents, burgeoning magic, and occasional calligraphy, Ani will do everything she can to make sure they all come home safely this time.
This is Button of the Frozen Cliff. Button is a large Tabaxian member of the Ragged Nomads Elk tribe. Having been cast out by his chieftain, Button now spends his days in 10 towns, taking odd jobs, and gathering what information he can about a woman named Deirdre. A woman he once rescued, but who is likely responsible for the death of his hunting party. Is Deirdre truly the monster the tribe believes her to be? And if so, why was Button left alive?
Mirnix is a directionally challenged red dragonborn. What began as a lovely trip to the south to visit family quickly turned into a journey through the cold and desolate world that is Icewind Dale, which isn't quite their cup of tea. Mirnix passes the time offering their services as a barbarian to those in need around 10 towns, often competing for jobs with their rival Button. Their newest job, given by a firbolg named Tavis, seems to be becoming quite the adventure.
Tira is a brewer from the town of Bremen, westernmost of the locales in 10 towns. A recent series of oniric visitations resulted in Tira being gifted with power by a figure called the Raven Queen, to bring down her judgment on those who would attempt to disrupt the balance between the living and the dead. Accompanied by her 2 ravens, Leif and Sigrun, Tira has taken up as an adventurer, hoping to earn a bit of coin to supplement her dwindling income, which is now imperiled by the onset of the Frostmaiden's eternal night.
They say a lone firbolg is a dead firbolg, but Toto of Exile begs to disagree. A rogue with mysterious powers who's been on his own for decades now, he's worked hard to master his criminal skills and harden his heart. But now, with dark and powerful forces at work in Icewind Dale, he's got to swallow back his pride and work with the team Tavis has put together. Strictly for the greater good, of course.
If you're really dedicated, you're going to figure out how to kiss a cat mouse.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cat Mouth Kisses. I mean, table hops.
A lot of tongue. Very scratchy tongue.
Uh-huh.
It's like it's making out with sandpaper.
All right. Well,
Smells like tuna.
Oh,
it smells like knucklehead
no,
trout.
it's like it smells like the sweet goo. That's what it is.
The sweet
Oh yeah.
goo. All
Even
right.
better.
Well, anyway, speaking of sweet goo, today I am drinking, and I think you'll appreciate this, Ryan. This is the Fear Movie Lions. I think we both like this beer a lot. This is the special art edition bottle, and it looks like a 1970s like D&D module. I'm just a big fan of that lion right there.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
So yeah.
You're missing the paladin with the hot pants, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
we do need
fighting,
that.
Fighting the weird giants.
Fighting evil without pants. All right, guys. So,
fight it.
welcome.
That's the Zoom way to fight evil.
We have our full roster of all 7 PCs in our Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Heading to the end, for better or for worse. We'll see what happens there. The characters in our last adventure managed to make it through the Caves of Hunger inside the Ragged Glacier. And they were starting their quest when they realized that 2 of their members of the party had vanished during a watch. After navigating through the caves and defeating the Null vampire, the characters met a group of Nothics, these strange creatures from another world, and they told them some information about the city up ahead. Not wanting to go in without preparations, the groups decided to take a long rest. During the long rest, those people who were here last time, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
We got a long rest?
We did? Who got a long rest?
Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about it. Let's just do that perception
Don't
check.
forget to reset your strength score.
Just so I can... Button and Valtreya got a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So here's what's going to happen, guys. I'll say... Well, let me wait on just a few more perception checks.
Hold on. Are we assuming, because I don't know if this goes away with the long rest, but we're presuming that I stayed within 30 feet of Ellen, because otherwise I have disadvantage.
Sure.
I'm thinking you were hanging around like a puppy. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I just
that's
wanted to make sure before I...
You moved your bedrolls like right next to each other.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
So as you're resting during the watch, both Mirnix and let's say Natel... no, I want to do this. Natel and Toro, you hear a scratching in the ice, and when you look over at the wall, you brush aside the snow, and inside, scratching against the surface, you see the form of Valtreya trying to break out of the ice. And then Mirnix, as you go to help, you accidentally turn in the wrong direction, and instead you see Button, who is doing the same thing, trying to break out from that side. Can I get a strength check from Mirnix and a strength check from either Toro or Natel with advantage?
Are we doing like athletics?
You can do athletics if you like.
Hell yeah.
My
Or what's
strength
your
is 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it's my pizza.
Yeah, I have a 19, so...
Yeah, you go ahead. Go with advantage.
Okay.
I got a 23.
And I'll also guide myself.
Okay.
17.
Boom. All right. With that, it's enough, and you're able to dig out your comrades from the ice. They have no recollection of how they got there. They just all of a sudden appear there and try to dig themselves out. You're
Sorry,
able.
I thought I'd chill out for a second.
Boo!
Well, it's nice to see you again.
Thanks for the follow, Indie Lumberjack, and thank you for making me say that out loud. You're awesome.
Cody! Yay!
So with that, you guys will get a long rest. Now, listen here, folks. This is your last long rest of the campaign.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Dear.
Now, I will also put this into effect. There is one way that you could... Thank you for the new follower, Navy Phoenix. There is one way you can have the effects of a long rest. It's kind of...
stretch.
It's kind of... Oh, stretch! It's kind of janky, but I'm going to say if you're able to do the thing that allows you to level up again, you'll just level up at like RPG on the computer style. You'll just insta heal, be at full.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does that make sense? So you get no more long rests, but if you manage to level up with the specific ways to level up in this chapter, it will act kind of like a long rest.
And what are those which?
Mid-fight.
Okay.
That's what you're going to have to figure out. It may or may not happen.
Level up.
Yeah, it could
So are
be.
you telling me that we could like...
If you collect
in theory-
100 individual gold coins that are floating above bricks, then you get... All right, so...
Just like, so we could like assuming we reach the end of the campaign and survive, we could theoretically still be at level 9.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I think beating the chapter at the end, like, you level up. So you'll either be 10 or 11.
Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and with this long rest, those of us who were knocked down on our strength score, that went away with the long rest.
Recoup it. Let's tackle this this city at full reset.
Okay, no, I just remember
so
that being a
nice.
thing because I had
It's
it in
so
my
suspicious.
notes.
Yeah, no, I'm even more I'm more scared than I was before.
Yeah.
What about my lovely infatuation issue with Velen? Did that
I'm
go
trying to
away?
remember what caused that again. That was a madness
was
effect, but
the-
what?
I think it was the Eldritch
It was the
Eldritch.
Eldritch.
Oh, no.
thingamabot.
That's part of
Eldritch
your brain
Squid.
now. That's not, yeah.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm. It lasts for it will eventually wear off, but it's not something that can be cured. It'll take a while.
So it's like some kind of curse.
No, it's madness. It's legit. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Gotcha.
guys.
Fair enough.
Actually, I think it's Sparta.
Oh.
I need to leave.
All right.
Wow.
So, with that, everybody, let's get started. Is there anything you guys want to do or say before you enter the city of Ythryn?
We're heading into the city, all right?
Yes, the entrance is just around this corner.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think Anarissa is doing much in the way of planning, although she has taken out her spell book and she is like reading poetry she's collected over time to Velen. This particular one is a song from a band about like ice cream, but she's talking about how like really it's talking about how we oppress the working class and we need to fix this. But listening to her, you can't really tell where any of that is in the lyrics. Like it sounds like bullshit. She is hardcore interpreting it as if that is what it is, just like she did with every Two Napkin Juicy song.
Perfect. That's great.
I lean over to Natal and I'm like, so why is Ani reading, chicken salad sandwich to...
Okay, long story short, she got brain fucked by an eldritch squid. It was a bad time. I almost did too. I think, God, who else was it?
Apologize, we disagreed.
Everybody, me and Toro.
Yeah.
No, I was also frozen by the eldritch horror.
You were?
Right.
I thought you were helping me pull people away.
Well, eventually.
Yeah, I think
Some of you snapped out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Toro ended up punching me out of it, thankfully.
Yeah.
You got a new roll if you took any damage. So like
So I was like grabbing and claw.
Yeah.
I failed every single roll, so it didn't matter.
So while Velen is hearing this, she's trying to politely at first move you or sort of stop what you're saying, but eventually she distracts herself with spell casting, and she just says, I make my own working class, and creates another kobold zombie. So now she has 3 of them.
That's awful.
Yeah.
So you're just taking their labor without
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're mine to control.
I think
Really,
before...
the courvoisie, if you will.
The bourgeois bodies.
Oh my god, I hate everything.
Yes. Let's continue, shall we? The tunnel opens into a vast grotto enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen sepulchre is a fantastic city sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed no warmth. The city is slightly tilted, its spires leaning away from you as though recoiling from your presence. You stand atop a causeway of frost-covered ice that stretches across the city like the dead frozen tongue of some hideous behemoth out of whose mouth you've just stepped. Yum. So
Are we
with that,
excited for us? Why?
with that, here is an image, and I'll show our friends at home of the necropolis section of Ythryn.
Nice.
All right.
That's really
Computers
cool.
zoom out, zoom out,
Yep,
zoom out.
I'm still zooming out.
Enhance.
Enhance. It doesn't do that. You can't add pixels.
Enhance.
Let me give your marker a little bit of a glow, and then you can see in the bottom corner here, this is your party. And in the middle of the city there, okay? Our party in the middle of this. There is many different areas that you see, but because you don't know this place, you don't know the what each of these areas are, it's your job to look at this map and decide as a group where you'd like to go or what you'd like to do.
Do our talking orb or Velen have any knowledge of this area?
They have never been here.
But we also have the the other creatures with us, and they
No, the
can
Nothics fucked off.
Okay.
Awesome.
They're like, here's a city, and they ran. Okay,
Yep.
that's convenient.
Well,
Do we want to maybe go towards that temple-looking thing?
In the center?
the direct center appears to have.
Glowy thing. Like there's a small-looking temple like in front of it.
Oh,
with,
this
like
thing?
an old dome. Yeah.
I was gonna say we just start here and.
That's where I was looking too.
Yeah.
That appears to be like a
It looks like a weird football stadium.
A
But
Quidditch?
Goat
I
ball!
thought they looked like statues.
Goat ball! Truly a noble sport.
We challenge a real to-go ball.
That's how you save Icewind Dale. All right, guys. So yeah, there's many
Sports
different
and the
areas
power
here.
of friendship.
Sports and the. So you did learn from the Nothics. Now, what I mean by that is they were denizens of the caves, and rather than I forgot the reason. You did something that sort of pleased them, and they didn't attack you, and because of that, they gave you
dryad.
That's right. That's right.
They were stuck there because of the dryad.
That's
Yeah,
right. So
and we scared her
they have they apparently had no interest of returning to the city. They showed you the direction but did not accompany you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so just keep that in mind. That doesn't mean there aren't more Nothics inside of the city, but you don't know how they'll respond to you. That was just that particular group.
Okay.
All right. So keeping that in mind, zoom in as much as you need to. Look around. You do know that the Netherese Archwizard, you needed a ritual to reach the central spire. So you can investigate it, but you might not be able to get in there.
And he's still kicking, right?
You don't know that.
Like great.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I thought we did know that.
No.
Or at least like his skull was there.
Oh,
yeah,
that-
they said he's like a floating human.
That's right.
skull
Sorry,
now.
you did unlock
Yeah.
that bit of lore. So he has not only lost his mind, but his body as well. All that remains of him is a floating human skull. That's right. I remember that.
So like, technically yes, but also kind of.
We're
not.
all right. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm interested in whatever the hell. Hold on, I can't think. Whatever the hell this is. I guess this floating marshmallow building. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, everything's pretty cool, right? Like, there's a lot of cool stuff here. That being said, the longer you explore, the more dangerous things become.
Does there seem to be any movement anywhere, or any like lights in the buildings other than the green and purple floaties?
With the way that the light is playing off the walls of the frozen cave, you really can't make anything out until you get closer to a specific sector.
Okay.
If you're in the chat and you want to give the PC's inspiration, or the Dungeon Master if you feel evil, you can spend your pint points. Also, pop in the chat if there's a neat-looking place of this city you would like to investigate.
That's true. We might take audience suggestions.
So okay, our main goal in here is obviously to end winter.
Correct.
We probably need to get into the main spire and get rid of whatever that orb is. But to get in there, we have to figure out how to cast some ritual.
Yes, we know that there's a ritual that we have to do before we can get into the central bit of the spire, but we don't know like what the ritual is. We don't know how to complete it, so that's why we could go straight to the central, that like glowing orb down here, and like mess around with that, or we can like look around these other bits first.
I think this. Oh, wrong one. I think this area. I think that's our most promising.
Yeah.
You got an inspiration from Margwin. Thank you,
Hey,
Margwin.
thank you, Margwin. Thank you, Margwin.
Hey, and Robbie, will you ping again? I didn't see where it was.
Oh, thank you, MP3 Chaos. The DM has an inspiration.
No.
MP3 Chaos, why?
Why are you like this?
He never remembers to use it. The DM never remembers to use it. I'm going to remember
It's
today.
not about you using it, Chris. It's about the principle.
That's fair.
All right.
You hear
So I guess
rumbling coming from the entire caverns around you. Better make a decision soon.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
I mean, I'm down with that patch of promising buildings.
With the dome at one end.
Okay.
Okay, this section here. So let's zoom in a bit, shall we? I'll do the same for our audience at home. In that sector, there looks to be a couple of interesting points. There is the domed building to the north, and there is also the tower slightly south of that.
With the marshmallow.
Are we marshmallowing it up? Tower or dome?
My vote is for the dome.
Yeah, I would say the dome as well.
We can go dome.
We can go dome.
Go dome.
Oh, let's go.
All right. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to place our little marker
I don't
here.
want to go anymore.
On second thought. So as you travel through the city, you see that the streets are still illuminated by these what look to be lanterns on long posts, but they look like a continual light spell is still illuminating the streets. You do see shadows moving between the various buildings, but you're not sure if it's just a trick of the lights, of the shadows that you're casting yourselves, or if there are creatures around. But before you get to the domed building itself, you hear this crunching, and you see cracks appearing around the city in the ice.
Like the city is cracking, or the ice draping the city is cracking?
The ice draping the city is cracking.
Yes, but still, the ice is holding the city up.
Correct. The other thing you notice that's strange is that even though the Sathu Moriselli will be a NPC that the group encounters.
Can I time out another mod?
One thing you notice that is strange is that even though the city is on a tilt, the gravity of the city seems to pull you in a way that feels normal to you, even though the entire surroundings seem on an axis.
Okay.
A palatial hexagonal building rises before you, crowned with a glittering domed roof. A double door on one side stands slightly ajar.
Toro will sneak up and peek inside the door and check for traps and all of that.
Okay. As you open and look inside, you don't see any mechanical traps. It looks like this door has been open for an exceptionally long time. And you do see statues and objects of art have fallen off their plinths and lie broken in shards across the floor. And centuries of exposure have ruined most of the paintings that hang on the walls in elaborate frames.
He'll turn back and telepathically let everyone know that no traps. It looks like some sort of museum, and then head inside.
Okay.
Are there lights on inside the building?
We'll say that there is enough light from the outside with the door open for dim light to illuminate the entranceway, but the further you go into the building, you'll either have to rely on your dark vision or create a light source.
All right, okay. I'll give a light source to Nutella.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Toro? There we go.
Does it look like there's been traffic here before us?
Let's see. You do see, why don't you roll a perception check, and I'll tell you how much you discover.
Okay.
Okay, can I do some kind of search for, valuables or anything?
Why don't you roll an investigation check?
Okay. I will think.
Okay.
Oh,
nice. I need to think.
I got a 24 at this.
All right, very high.
17.
So, as you look around, you see that there is some foot traffic on the ground. It looks almost lizard-like in some ways, some large clawed talons that apparently have moved through here, as well as some humanoid-type footprints. But you don't see any recent tracks. You do see a staircase that leads up to a higher level. Now, Toro, seeing the same tracks pointed out to you by Natel, with your investigating, you don't find any objects of value, but you do see that the tracks lead to a door that appears to lead to a lower level.
Is it like a doorway leading to stairs that go down?
You can't you can't entirely tell, but just the way the layout of the building is, you assume it could be a lower level, like a basement or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, he'll turn and telepathically, just to keep quiet, he'll let Natel know that there's it looks like there's a lower level as well. It looks like that's where these tracks were headed. Not recently, but
Okay.
You do see a statue of what appears to be a wizard of great renown who was carved into a statue. Unfortunately, the statue has crumbled over age. You see a pedestal where it was raised up, and there's something carved in it. If you can roll a... do you speak Draconic?
Mm-mm. I have Common, Giant, and Elvish.
Okay, does anyone speak
And Thieves
Draconic?
can't.
I do.
Phoenix does.
You do?
I was thinking we have a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
All right, Mirnix, you read the plinth, and apparently this was a wizard of some great renown. His name was Sathu Moriselli.
Truly a great name.
Hang on, I have to make sure
Powerful
I get that
wizard.
in my
make sure
notes.
to watch out. So anyways, with that, guys, it looks like there's nothing of value on the main level, but there is an upper and lower floor, or you can go somewhere else.
I'm going to head downstairs.
I'm scared of the top. I'm gonna go downstairs.
What do you guys think?
In interest of not splitting the party, I am also going to go downstairs.
Just to make sure that my description was clear, the tracks did look if there was any traffic recently, it looks like they did go downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So downstairs it is?
Oh, I thought it was upstairs and that. Oh.
No.
Nope.
Oh, so we're going after the monster. Okay, that's not what I thought we were doing.
Ew. Well, the Minix, the tracks don't look recent.
They also appear to be your feet.
No, I don't worry. I made sure. Minix was behind me the whole time.
Oh, okay. That's what
I know where I am right now. Okay, I'm not. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to use my
knows where you've been?
So we're going downstairs, I'm understanding?
Yes, God, we're going downstairs.
All right. So as you descend the stone stairs, you hear what appears to be crunching and tearing of flesh.
Well, that's fun.
Maybe we should go back upstairs. Maybe.
If you'd like to go in without whatever is eating, without noticing you, a stealth check would be in order.
You didn't have to make a stealth check coming down?
No, I'm saying you're still coming down right now.
Oh,
you haven't
okay.
made it down all the way. You hear this on your way down.
I will.
Guys,
Okay.
it's very crunchy down there. Do we still want to go?
We could send Leif. If he's invisible, it should be fine, right?
Yes, that sounds like
I
a
mean,
good idea.
theoretically, yeah.
And I
I'd
can
like
see
to
through
know
his-
if there's monsters running around behind us.
That's fair. All right. Can you roll a stealth check for Leif?
Sure. And probably at advantage because invisible.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see where is. So I'm trying to find on here. There's.
It might just
check.
be dexterity
can
if you don't
click-
have it.
No, it's on there. It's just I had to find it and click on it.
Okay. Total is 22. All right. So as you head down, you see these hideous creatures with one large bulbous eyes in the center of its head, and it looks like they're around the corpse of another one of their kind, but feasting on it as if out of just pure desperate hunger. This is not a picture of that particular thing, but these are what Nothics look like, and I think this picture looks hella sweet. So I'll
That is
show.
pretty
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, big fan. So yes, those are Nothics. Now, as Leif is very carefully trying to get there quietly without arousing their awareness, one of them looks directly towards the bird as if it can see through its invisibility and yells a warning at the others. It only knows about the bird. What would you like to do?
Gonna fly back.
All right. Flying back towards the party. the Nothics pursue. All right,
Well.
guys, here we go.
How many Nothics did the bird see?
6. All right. Now here's the thing, guys. Just so you know, there is no battle map for Ythryn. So I just found one, and we're going to use sections of it to just sort of have a grid for the various battles. So on your screen right now, you're going to see a very large area. Let's use this broken building to the south as sort of the battleground for this fight. So if you wouldn't mind moving your tokens, just sort of the top right corner of that. I'll put the Nothics at the bottom, and this will be slightly theater of the mind-ish, but just so we have our stats available. Does that make sense?
What language do they speak?
You don't know. Their script was, their alphabet was Draconic.
I just, like, you guys talked to them last time, right? I didn't know if...
Well, they speak, it's an ancient, oh my god, what's the civilization called?
Netherese.
No,
Yeah,
but the
language itself, wasn't it like ancient?
It's called Loris, which is the ancient Netherese. So you're right, but it's also it's a dialect of Old Elvish using Draconic alphabet.
Old Elvish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's a big mess, is what it is, guys.
Yeah.
We need Velen on the map as well.
Yes, you do. All right.
And 3 kobolds.
Yep. I will get that going here. Here we go. So, boom.
Got an extra Mirnix and an extra Natel floating up there.
You can go ahead and delete those if you have that ability. Otherwise, I'll do it for you momentarily.
What? What?
There's an extra Natel and an extra Mirnix.
Oh. What?
Chris,
I thought I got everybody.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, I dragged myself in. That's why.
That's what I did
took
too.
it upon themselves.
Okay, here's Velen. And we'll put the kobolds in the front, because that's what kobolds do. No offense. Here we go. These are also dead kobolds, let's be honest.
Yeah, Valen will just bring them back to life. Or unlife.
All right, guys. So with that, let's roll initiative.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Okay. Starting strong.
And I'm in the very back, of course.
All right, we got everybody? Descending order.
Do we get our temporary hit points?
You do.
Hey.
All right.
10.
10? Okay.
35.
10.
35. Like it.
0. All right, the Nothic at the bottom will go first, running up. It's gonna attack the kobold. I'm saying the kobolds are kind of like at the bottom of the staircase, kind of as a human shield or kobold shield. So here they go with some claws. 15 and 14 for a total of 13 damage to the kobold. Starts tearing off its flesh, but is not slowing down the kobold. The kobold looks weak. Sorry if you can't see the health bars. I'll put him as they get injured. But he's doing what he's supposed to do. Mirnix, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna run up on this guy.
All right, party inspiration from Margwin.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Margwin.
Everyone is the best.
And congratulations on your power.
You have it. Oh
shit,
yeah. I'm
power
like, I
again?
didn't even put that together. I'm like, if you're watching, you must have power.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that makes sense.
Mirnix,
Okay.
running up. Beating
Yep.
the crap out of this thing. Let's do it. 13 is not going to hit it.
Yeah,
Has
all right, same
thick
with that.
hide. 17 will, though, for 7 damage.
I'm gonna re-roll that damage real
Okay.
quick. Oh, it's the same thing. Never mind.
All right, that works. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, moving on to Toro.
Can't even. Okay. We're ignoring like the ruined corner, right?
This is all sort of theater of the mind, so just tell me what you're doing and we'll adjust it.
Okay. Toto will just like move to the side and enough so that he could hit like the one that Mirnix is next to.
Okay.
So that he gets sneak attack.
Yeah, that'll fuck him up is what that'll do.
For 26 points of damage.
Yeah, boom, well done.
And then he will just move back into the group.
All right, that works. Button, you can go next.
All right. Oh, like, yeah.
Mobile, baby! I can barely see your tiny faces. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna just come to the one that I guess Amirnix has been wailing on.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to roll for Velen. The kobolds are going to go on Velen's initiative, by the way.
Okay.
And we're on Button. Got it.
I'm gonna attack it.
Do it. Oh, that's a critical hit! I almost said your sword absorbs its soul, but that's the wrong campaign.
That's
With
the
that,
wrong campaign.
that is 16 damage is enough to slice its head off. Well done.
Let me just add some more because I brutal critical.
Okay, yeah, do it.
I weakened it for you.
Yeah. Well done. Yes, you clean off its head and then you manage to cut it vertically down its body. Well done. Move. We got more. Let's do
I'll
it.
hack the other one.
Charging down the stairs to the bottom of the level, slashing through. 15 damage with his great sword. Well done. Anything else?
That's all.
All right, that's all. We're moving on to the Nothic. That's going to be back here. It runs up to attack Button, sort of clawing over its neighbors with a claw attack. 24, but the critical hit's only an 8. That's a weak critical hit. Take 8 damage. Second attack, 26 for 6 damage. This is all slashing. That's the end of its turn, and Arissa can go next.
Okay. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to shoot the one that's right in front of Button. So...
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, it's lagging on me here.
No, you're good. I'm just getting someone in the chat's messing with me.
I mean, that's what the people in the chat are for, right?
That's right. 22 to hit for a sneak attack of 27 damage. Was there one in particular you were attacking? You don't have to worry about, this is all in the brain, so if you're attacking the one that Button's attacking or whatever.
Oh, I mean, I was going for the one that was, I guess, yeah, the one Button was attacking.
All right, that works.
It's one of the ones right in front of him, so there would be sneak attack.
Yep, that works. It's fine. So yeah, you do, your arrow finds true, hitting it directly in its large bulbous eyes, which pops and oozes down into the rest of its face. Anything else?
I'm just going to move back a little bit.
All right. Out of the splash zone. Valtreya, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna step over here and shoot this guy.
All right.
With Scorching Ray.
Let's do it. 20 for 5. 16. Now, can you split the rays to different people?
I could.
All right, cool. So what's going to happen is I'll say the first one you shoot down. I imagine you guys are kind of all on a staircase heading down to this lower level, battling on the edge of it, and you sort of get behind Toro and are raining down these this fire on the creatures below, completely obliterating the one that is in front of Button, and the remaining fire hits the one next to him for 8 fire damage. The other doesn't do anything.
You mean my crit fail doesn't hit?
No, it doesn't hit. It hits Button.
Oh.
All right. Anything else? All right. If that ends your turn, I'm moving to the Nothics.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot back over. So.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
I'm assuming Button sort of ran out to the front and is beating the shit out of these things. So these Nothics are going to sort of clamber over each other to attack. Here he goes with Claw. 6 misses, 7 misses. Next Nothic moves up, does the same kind of bullshit. Let's see, that's going to be an 11 and a 12. God damn it. And the last one, as Button is sort of holding off these creatures like by their scruff as they're trying to pile onto him. Let's see, that's going to be the last Nothic for 2 claws. Boom and boom. 13. None of those hit. None of those hit. Hi, Tira, go ahead.
Okay, so off in the back corner, we're going to say here.
Okay.
Synaptic static, and it's going to it's going to hit Button as well. Unfortunately,
I just got static in my headphones when you said that. By the way.
Okay. So yeah, synaptic static, and that's going to be every creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. A creature with an intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected. Target takes 8d6 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so here's what I'm
DC
doing.
Is 17.
So really quick, before you do it, this is how I'm running this, because again, these are just here for our visual sake, but I'm saying that these things are kind of like crawling all over Button, and he's holding them back. So I'll allow you to hit every single Nothic, but Button will be included. There's no way to like aim this when it's a pile on.
Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking. It's
all right. So Button will have to save as well, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
What save do I have to make?
Intelligence save DC of 17.
All right, I'll roll for the Nothics, the top one, and going clockwise. 2 of them succeed, 2 of them fail.
Okay. So then it's going to be 8d6 on a fail.
Mm-hmm.
So, or half on a successful one.
Okay.
So,
So the 2 in the back, this one and this one succeed, so I'll do half damage to them. What's the damage? 24. All right. Oh my god. Boom. Button, I'm going to say that all your hair is standing on end.
And this is after a failed save, target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During the time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Ooh.
Can make a saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
All right. So Button and 2 of the Nothics are fuzzy-brained. Anything else? Leif and Sigrid?
Leif is going to go, as
All
well.
right.
So that is, let me make sure I actually have Leif. Leif is going to go down here and attempt to peck this Nothic.
Okay. Peck tactics. 7 will miss. No, 16. Sorry, I read the wrong number. That does hit. Con save to see if it gets poisoned. It does not, so it takes the 7, or it gets half.
Okay, well, it doesn't.
It's a disadvantage, or it takes a.
Oh, because it's muddle brain. You're right.
Or it had I'm trying to remember because I haven't used that
no, it
spell.
says that's only con saves for concentration. Am I right?
Well, it takes a d6 and all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws.
Okay, so
continue the sentence though.
It's like Bane, but it's a.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it say saving throws to maintain concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is not in this case.
So it just happens on attack rolls and ability checks.
Correct.
Or concentration. Yeah.
Yeah. So it does pass. So it's going to take 9 damage total, if I'm reading that correctly. 7 piercing plus 2 poison. I take half poison. Yeah. Boom.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that hits him.
All right.
Who's next? Are you going to use Sigrid or no?
No. Sigrid
Tell you're up.
Attack.
All right, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in my hybrid form, do I use the same attack stat block as like a werebear? Like the bite and the claw?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Right, cool.
Well, not exactly, because let's say for now, yes, but it actually does factor in your strength, etc. But I think you got the strength from the werebear, so your strength should be the same.
Yeah.
So yes,
My
it is
strength
the same.
It's
It is the same. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just going to use the stat block.
That's correct.
The stats that I pulled up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn into my hybrid form, and we're going to attack some of these Nothics.
I'm just going to plop you a little closer, just so I, in my mind, know where everyone is.
Yeah. And we're just going to do this one right here.
Okay.
And we're going to do 2 claw attacks, because I'm not trying to turn any of these Nothics into werebears.
Were-Nothics.
Oh, God. Alright, so, first one.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then it's 2d8 plus 4.
Okay. That's beast. Literally.
Ooh,
that is enough to just cleave that dude in half. Do your other attack against the other Nothic.
All right.
Do you want to hit Muddle Brain on the left or normal dude on the right?
What's the Muddle Brain do?
Attacks and checks are at disadvantage.
I'll do this one.
Get rid of the healthy one. Makes sense. 19, yep. Man, Jesus.
Okay.
8 damage?
Only 8.
That's all right. Something. Anything else?
That's my turn.
All right, Velen's going to go next. She pulls out a wand and she says, I hate these things. And just, you see all these magic missiles shooting out of the tip of it. And let's see how much. So let's do a level, what kind of, I'm going to do a level 3 thing. So that's going to be a total of 5d4 plus 5. So 19 damage to it. Oh, that was so close. That's button. She yells out, that's button damage.
And goes, huh?
All the kobolds pounce onto this giant, like, clump of bodies that is Button surrounded by Nothics, and they all will attack. Let's see here. They all have javelins. It's pretty brutal. There's like, stab, stab, stab. Let's see. Here comes the attack. Can you guys see that? That's not supposed to be an advantage. Oh, wait, yes it is. No, it's not. They are no, they're undead. They don't have that anymore. I know, it's sad. Here comes the normal attack. 7 misses. To the right now, y'all. 16 hits for 5 piercing damage. Oh, that kills him. Pierces him right in the eye. And the last one will move up and attack another one. That's going to be 12. Nope, does jack shit for 0 piercing damage. You guys see that? They're so weak and silly. Okay, let's move on to Myrnix.
0 damage.
Wow. Oh, because it's -1.
So -1. They have a -1 to strength.
And the other kobold's like, no, the pointy end. Turn it around.
Wow.
All right, we're at Myrnix.
We're going to run up and start wailing on that.
That is a friendly Icewind kobold.
Oh,
but if you feel that way, we can make it happen.
Nope. I'm going to zoom in real quick.
Okay, yeah. You went in the wrong direction, by the way.
Yeah, I have
just like a big pile of
there's a lot of bodies all around here, right?
Hard to tell the difference.
So this guy.
10 misses.
Wow.
That does not miss. Yep,
And
you
then
beat the shit out of him.
Roll that damage just
Okay.
in case.
No, that's worse. All right, that works. Anything else, Myrnix?
I'm gonna do action surge.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay, good.
No, I'm done.
The action surge.
This reminds you know when like two cats charge each other and they turn into a ball and start rolling around. This is what is happening on this staircase right now, but with a lot of weird creatures. Toro.
Okay, Toro's gonna come here so he has line of sight, and he's gonna shoot at the one that Myrnix just attacked.
Sure.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, he explodes. Well done.
For you again. Look, all these crits are happening after me.
And just for fun, bonus action, he will throw a psychic blade at the remaining one.
Okay. Yeah.
20 for 4 damage. And then
Got
he'll
it.
move back.
All right, Button, you're up. You can attack, but you'll have negative d6.
I just kind of like swat at the thing and I do my best.
Okay. Let's see how we do. So, it's gonna hit 13 damage. He takes 13.
Well, hang on a second. Let me remove a d6. Like, I gotta do it. So I'm gonna do. Okay.
That's a miss. I was wrong. Yeah, you're right. Okay, go. Got another one?
He's still alive?
He's still alive.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Now you might have to roll a d6. Yeah, you do.
Alright.
Total? 16?
16.
You're good. You're good. 17. That kills it. Well done. And with that, the lower level goes silent. You take a minute to shake your head and remove that the effect, right? Because it doesn't last that long, right? Like a minute tops.
Minute.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute.
Everything just tastes like blue for a moment. Am I the only one?
All right.
Toto reaches down and like scratches you behind the ear.
Yeah, thank you. Also, who shot me with fire? That was...
I just...
Tira like points at Velen, I guess.
Who amongst us can shoot fire from their hands? I wonder.
That one with the wand over there that like, shot out missiles.
This is not fire. These are magical missiles. All right. Anyway, unfortunately, it looks like this place was used as a feeding ground for these Nothics that went rabid from lack of food and began to eat each other. So with that happy thought, unfortunately, there's nothing of value in the lower levels. There is still the upper levels.
There's nothing at all down here. All that was down here was things for us to fight.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right.
Thanks, Chris Perkins.
I'm sorry. I wish I could add. I get as a human being, I could add more, but I didn't have time. I'm enjoying this adventure with you at the same time, discovering together what happens next.
A lot of words to say. I didn't read ahead.
There's just a pile of
I am unprepared.
Oh.
There's just a smile of small pebbles, like rubble in the corner that someone painstakingly put one by one into just
one grain, 2 grains. All right, so it's up to you guys. Do you want to go to the upper level of this supposed museum, or would you like to head out and search the city for more clues?
And I feel like a museum might have clues.
Yes, I feel like I can't speak right now.
Well, I mean, I feel like the museum would have some sort of clues. Like, I'm with Button in the sense
You're just
that... Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in my hybrid form. I can still
You're in
talk.
your hybrid form. You can talk.
Yeah.
You can talk.
I just realized I didn't go full bear.
But we're looking. I mean, we're looking.
Never
for
go full bear.
artifact to help us, right? So, like, wouldn't history and things be in a museum? So the artifact may not be here, but like there would be maybe some sort of knowledge about it or something.
Like research notes or something like that, probably.
Everything
And
seems
Ani,
pretty
this
destroyed,
might
but
this might count as extra credit for you. If you for
it's
class.
these days getting extra credit.
All right, guys.
Well, I think it'll be worth it.
Are there any
Check out
audio
the
tours
top
that I
level.
can find around? Like
Audio tools?
tours.
Tours? Not on
Of
this
the
level.
museum. Oh, okay.
You already took one.
Oh yeah, you did take one. You did take an audio visual tour.
You just didn't understand because you don't speak Netherese.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I
It was
mean,
nice.
did it zoom in on anything in particular in the museum?
Oh my
like,
god! You guys know Lady and the Tramp with the Siamese cat? I have that song stuck in my head, but it's "We Are Netherese" and it's not good.
Not
Moving
less
on.
racist though.
Huh?
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I guess we don't really know.
All right, top floor.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I say, does one of us want to check for traps or something as we
Yeah.
go up, or check
I'll
for
assume. What's the party's highest passive perception?
Oh goodness. My passive perception is 20.
I think
I think that's
mine's
probably
17.
it. All right.
Yeah.
If there's
Yeah.
anything that is 20 or less, I'll be sure to let you know. You don't have to. I'll assume you're being cautious in this alien city.
Yeah, I mean, like a museum doesn't seem like it would have, but like it's not gonna be trapped like a dungeon would. But
Well,
like
you
we don't
haven't
know
seen
what's
Night of the
moving.
Museum. All right, so.
I have
Oh, yeah,
actually.
okay.
But we also don't know who's been here.
That's what I
since
mean.
That's true.
Like, we don't know what's moved in.
Yeah.
What survives this cold? What survives this long?
So,
Where that giant floating head is.
Giant floating head. Any
All right.
suspicious boxes lying around that are. We haven't seen a mimic this entire campaign. There's probably one somewhere.
I've never fought a mimic. I have never fought a mimic.
You have.
I'm not sure that I
Oh,
want.
you might not have been
in
in that.
CC.
You might not have been in that adventure, but there was an
I don't think
adventure.
you were.
Zach
Yeah.
remembers because he was really pissed off that he got surprised by the
Yeah, I got
mimic.
really mad about the mimic because we knew it was a mimic.
Yeah, we knew it was a mimic, and it still got a surprise
In
drop.
right.
game, we knew it was a mimic.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it shot. Bullshit.
All right, so you head upstairs, and this area looks a lot more well kept than the other ones. Either the creatures decided not to ascend the staircase, or they figured that whatever was in here was not worth their time. But suspended from the ceiling of a spacious 50-foot square antechamber is the glittering frost-covered corpse of a 30-foot-long aberration shaped like a funnel resembling an anemone. A tooth-filled maw at the wider end is surrounded by a rubbery cilia, and around it dangle 4 limp, spindly appendages, each one ending in a clawed hand. At the opposite end of the body is a tail with a stinger. A frost-covered plaque is bolted to a pedestal nearby, and the entire display is framed by 4 stone pillars that are oddly frost-free.
So we're in the equivalent of the natural history part of the museum.
Yep.
Is this a description of the Faerun?
Yes, it is!
Yep.
Wow!
Yes, it
I
is.
was so excited because I didn't read ahead, and because I'm unprepared, and I read that. I'm like, holy shit!
I'm like, that's
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds really familiar. I was like,
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah.
through pincer tales in my head. No.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I read. Like I was trying to keep it out of my face because I'm like, yeah. Sorry, I'm nerding out on my own nerddom. Let's continue.
I guess I'm curious. I'll sort of put my hand on the pillar.
Okay.
You don't touch things in a museum?
This is not behind the line.
So again, because we don't have like a map, I'd like you guys to place your figures like this is where the body
There's no
is.
way I'm fighting a pillar.
This is where the body is. So if you want to like place your guys around that area.
Wait, where?
Where?
Shift pinging. Oh, you're not seeing because I'm on the wrong layer. Here you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is going to be the pillars are those yellow things, and then the body's in the center there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Bless you.
Before Button touches one of the pillars, Toto will like nudge Natel and point up at the body of the Faerun and be like, "That's what you look like."
Oh wow.
All right. So at that point, guys,
That's not what they look like at all.
We need Velen over.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Velen and kobolds.
Yeah, I would say I normally wouldn't care, except I have to stay within a certain
Yeah,
range
you're
of
right,
her.
you're right.
I feel the strong need to be within a certain range.
Because she's just so cool.
Oh, I'm on the wrong.
She
I'm
is.
not. Hold on.
Did you see her bring out a wand? I didn't know she used a wand. That's just like.
Got it at Dumbledore's castle. Okay. Here we go.
Oh god, that would actually work for her because you know where that thing was for quite some time.
I don't.
In Dumbledore's casket.
Oh, that's a place. Okay.
You would have to have robbed a casket.
Chris,
All right.
please never ever watch or read the Harry Potter books. It's much funnier.
Fair enough. All right. So with that, guys, here's what happens. You look towards it, and there is a nameplate on it that says, Adult Faerun, do not touch. Oh, I was so happy to read that in the thing.
damn it.
Before you can read the subtext underneath, you look over and see next to, actually, everybody roll a perception check, please.
Oh dear.
27.
Oof. Oh, okay.
Oh, I crit failed.
Me too.
You were so offended when I told you looked like the Faerun.
Tira, do I really look like a Faerun?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Tira, Anarissa, Natel, and Mirnix are all surprised. Toro, Button, and Anarissa, and Valtreya are all good. Okay?
What
Sorry,
about Velen?
I'm reading in. Oh, I didn't roll for Velen. Good call.
I fixed it. It'll come up as about there.
Okay, cool. And this is going to be perception. Is wisdom. Nope. Has jack shit idea what's going on. Too interested in the body. As you look around and you see this, the following creature appear behind, sort of morph from the pillar itself and appear behind Button.
The
pillars are mimics! The pillars are mimics! And with that, here they are!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Valtreya, you might want to scoot a smidgy, and let's roll initiative. Let me delete this, and hold on. Let me remove all turns and start again.
Wow. Chris, how did you feel when Robbie was like, "I've never fought a mimic"?
Very happy, very happy. All right, let's do this.
Chris, how big is the room? Is it the main circle? or-
It's. I don't know. Imagine it says it's a 50-foot room, so.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So not as squished up as we were.
No. You can. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, these things have quite the reach, but.
Right.
Theater of the mind for when I don't have a full-on map. All right. Brain TV. I'll roll for Velen. All right, we all in here?
Oh, sorry, no.
Nope. Okay.
I'm not. Please hold.
All right. Descending.
Surprised.
Let's see. We got the Mimic first. Go ahead and mark yourself if you're surprised, so I remember to skip you. Button, since you were the closest to the pillar, it's going to attack you first. It has 3 attacks. 2 pseudopods and 1 bite. Here's the first pseudopod. 27 for 10. Oh, it's adhesive. You are now grappled.
Okay.
Here comes the second attack. 15 for 10. I don't think that gets you.
15 does hit me.
It does? Okay, that's 10 bludgeoning. And then the final attack is 18 for 12 plus 7 acid. Not good.
Okay.
Yeah, you are now grappled by the Mimic. The DC to escape is, let's see, 16. All right.
Very well.
Button, you are up.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and rage and, like, wail.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, can you shift ping for the audience?
Oh, sorry. And actually, you might not be... I don't have the map up for them because there's no, like, map for realsies. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, buttons you aren't messed up anymore.
No, I know.
Oh, you just have the little face.
Here, I got you. But you are grappled, so I'll give you a little net. 13 misses.
Great. Second attack.
All right. That hits. That's going to be 20 damage to the creature. Boom. As you cut into it, the first attack hits stone, then you get to the flesh. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, moving on to the next spitting mimic, which is over here. I'm Button. Oh, no, you're already grappled by one. Toro, it's going to get you.
Okay.
Pseudopod number 1, 22 for 8 damage.
That hits.
Yeah, you're now grappled by it as well. And then here comes the next.
Oh, wait, is that something I can use Uncanny Dodge to get away from? Or
you can reduce
is that just
the
for damage?
damage, but you can't get rid of the effect.
Okay.
Second attack against you is a 19 for 9.
That hits,
and then the final one is 26 for 8 plus 7 acid. Oh, sorry, 8 plus 6 acid.
Okay.
The 7 on the outside of the parentheses is the average.
Oh, gotcha.
We're
okay.
doing the in the parentheses business, so if I misspoke,
Gotcha.
go ahead and adjust accordingly. We good?
Yeah, I'm gonna just Uncanny Dodge that last hit.
All right, that works for me. And then it's your turn when you're done with that.
Hang on.
Oh, no. Is it your turn, or are you surprised?
It is my turn. I wasn't surprised.
All right, that works.
For Uncanny Dodge, do I have the piercing and the acid, or...?
No, just this piercing.
Just the piercing. Okay, so hang on. So that's... 17, 21... so, hang on, sorry, I'm trying to do math.
I understand. It's hard.
It's so hard. Okay, so I'm grappled, right?
You are.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm gonna use my psychic teleportation ability.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw one of my psychic blades, a D8, or sorry, a D10 worth of feet. So 20 feet.
Okay. I thought that was 2 feet.
No, sorry, it's a D10 times 10.
Okay.
So 15, 20 was I ended up there, and then use the short bow on the mimic attacking button.
All right. 18 hits.
18.
Yep.
For 24 damage.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
All right. Mirnix, are you surprised?
I'm surprised.
Tira, are you surprised?
I am very surprised.
Velen, surprised as shit. Natel.
It's a mimic. I'm surprised.
Mimic. Anarissa, what is your screaming face?
Oh, I just figured that was my surprise thing. Like,
Oh, I appreciate you. See, that's a great surprise. Thank you. So here comes that's the best icon for surprise. Here comes the Pseudopod Attack. First one, 27 for 8, 23 for 15, and finally 26 for a shit ton more. Aye, you are restrained.
I am gonna well, hold on. I can actually...
Yeah, you can change one of those, yeah.
I would say, well, I have that, but I also have Hellish Rebuke.
Okay,
So it's just,
well, you only get one reaction, so are you gonna...
That's what I was thinking. Sorry, I don't know why my sheet is being weird. I don't know. It's lagging and clicking on things that I am not even on that page. Because I'm on the spells page. So I will use a reaction and use Hellish Rebuke on the one that just hit me, obviously.
That works.
And I think it casts at level 2 because it's an innate ability.
These guys look even scarier, like, upside down. DC 14 Dex saving throw. Here he goes. 19.
Okay.
I take half, I assume?
Half, yeah.
All right, you can't sneak attack on a spell.
No, it just auto-rolled. It's
Okay, so
like
that's
it's
16, so it's going to
weird.
be 8.
Okay.
Got it.
And then I just take a shit ton of damage, so I will add that as you move on.
That works. Let us know if you drop, but I think you're going to be okay. We go on to another
So
spitting mimic, which is here. It's going to attack the shit out of Ellen. Pseudopod, 12 misses. Well, actually, I don't know. 12 does miss. 15 doesn't, though, so that's 6 damage to Velen. Can you guys see her health bar, or no? You cannot. Let me fix that. Done. And then another nope, one more bite. 26 for a shit butts of damage. 20 damage, not good. Not good at all. That is the Mimic's turn. It now goes to Valtreya at the bottom of the round. Are you surprised?
No,
You are not. Take your turn.
I'm not. Based on my initiative, you think I was. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at the one attacking Ani.
Okay.
So I guess that's the top one.
Yep, beat the yep. The 14 hit. Yeah, they all hit. Nice. What is that? 1927 damage? Boom. Well done.
Chris, just want to let you know I bumped myself up 10 because I forgot to subtract my 10 temp first. So.
Perfect. Works for me. Anything else? I'll try.
No, that's it.
All right, at the top of the round, you realize that these creatures are the pillars. They wouldn't be able to pursue you if you ran away. Excuse me. You would get opportunity attacked, but you wouldn't. They wouldn't pursue you into the city. Just keep that in mind. If retreating ends up being the better option. But we're at the top of the round. Spitting Mimic, the one that's grappling Button, will attack Button, obviously. 25 for 15, 21 for 13, and 18 for a lot more.
Okay.
Button, you're up next. If you'd like to do the escape...
I don't know if I have health, so give me a second.
Okay, sure.
That's 7.
No, you're down, Button.
20 plus.
That's
12,
26
plus
32? So I see you're at 37.
Hang on, yeah, I've got 20 piercing damage that I'm taking, and then 12 acid damage. So yeah, 32. I have barely anything left.
Yeah, you have 5 left.
Okay. Oh, I forgot you were raging. Okay.
Yeah, I'm raging.
Sorry.
Okay. What's the breakaway?
So basically, you'd make an athletics or acrobatics against the DC of 16. If you make that and you move away, I will have the spitting mimic opportunity attack you, but I'll say you managed to make it out of the room. Does that make sense?
I mean, are we running, guys? Is that what we're doing?
It's up to you. You can stay and fight, but these are 4 big-ass mimics.
I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think it's worth it either.
No.
Bye.
You made it. All right, now I will do 1 opportunity attack against you. And then that's his reaction. 23, you take 13. That's going to drop you, isn't it?
Okay, I'm dead.
Yep. That is his reaction. But you are... he kind of like flings you aside, so you're not like next to him anymore. You can move over a spot, but you are at 0. That is his turn. This spitting mimic will attack one of the Icewind kobolds directly in front of him.
you still have a potion of superior healing?
Kills. Oh wait, 12 damage does not kill it.
Okay.
Gets close though.
I also
Attacks
have
again.
Yeah, but I'd rather use a healing potion.
Critical
and save your
fail.
spell slots.
Bite it. 13. That kills it. All right, that guy's dead. Toro, you're next.
Okay. You said Button is
No longer grappled. He's just sort of in front of you there. The mimic has used its reaction. That's why there's a red dot next to him.
okay. Then I mean, I guess if we're running, I guess Toro will start like dragging Button towards the exit,
Okay.
like just like away from everything else.
Do you have a potion to pop him up or no? Or are you just waiting for now?
I'm gonna just go ahead and roll a medicine check to stabilize him.
That works.
'cause
That'll be
I
your
can't
action, and
remember.
I'll let you do a bonus action to drag him.
Okay.
So it's a DC 10 medicine check. You failed.
God damn it.
You are able to drag him away, but you I'm just going to move you. You
Okay.
unfortunately are not in an environment that you can cauterize his wounds or bandage him up. Toro, are you done?
Yes, because I can't find on my character sheet if I have healing potions.
Myrnix
I
is
did
up.
Get some, but I can't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna run after Toro and Button.
Okay. I'm going to
Try to
opportunity
help
attack you with the right hand. Actually, no, with the left hand spitting mimic. They have reach.
Okay.
17 for 12.
Nope, because I have a +1 bonus to AC.
Nice. All right, so this guy's used his reaction as well. Tira.
Okay, is
Oh,
Natal-
excuse me. Sorry, let me interrupt really quick. That's not your. You can still do a bonus action. So if you want to like try and stabilize Button.
Yeah, I have a potion of superior, but I have a regular healing potion.
All right, go ahead and apply that, and tell Button the result, and he can adjust. And Tira, you can take your turn.
What is that? Is that 2d6?
What kind of potion is it?
Use the chat, guys, while I used Tira's turn.
Okay. So does the mimic here have Natel grappled?
No.
Okay.
The only person grappled right now is Netherese.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead then and use bonus action to merge with Sigrun.
Ooh.
And we're going to then fly 50 feet. So we'll just fly over here and we'll be like perched on the rock behind Toro.
Okay. When you merge, how does this work? Are you now a crow or raven?
Yeah, so this is actually part of my Soul of the Raven ability. At 6th level, you gain the ability to merge with your Raven spirit. As a bonus action, when your Raven is perched on your shoulder, your body merges with the form. While merged, you become tiny. You replace your speed with the Raven's. You can only use your ability to dash, disengage, dodge, help, hide, or search.
Pretty sweet. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'll say that when you turn to the Raven, it's too small of a creature for the character, or for the mimic to really care about. So you can go ahead and vamoose.
Okay, and then Leif will just go invisible and move after us with it.
That works. All right, cool. Sorry, I turned off the beep. All right, so with that, we move on to Velen. Velen's going to say, "Run, you dumb kobolds!" and runs towards the group, being opportunity attacked by the creature for, oh my fuck. Oh, that's not so bad. 11 damage. Oh, it's she's grappled, though.
Didn't she just disengage?
Yeah, she could have done that. That would have been smart. Disengage. Never mind. None of that happened. Sorry, thanks, guys. I don't play D&D.
You got 17.
So yeah, disengaged, got up there, no problem. These guys will also disengage and run away, because that's an option they can do that I forgot about. Natel.
Yeah, I'm gonna also disengage and, well, fuck. I'm a little worried about Ani.
Don't worry.
You have Thunderstep, never mind.
Yup.
Thunder,
Yeah,
step.
I'm gonna disengage. I do have a quick question though. Do I have the health of a werebear, or do I have my health?
Your health.
Damn. Really?
Yes.
That sucks.
It's not wild shape. You just change your form. All right. I will use my opportunity attack unless you said you were disengaging.
Yeah, it's I'm disengaging.
Okay,
and
sorry.
moving.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Does not do an opportunity attack. Cool.
Also, that one had used its reaction.
Yeah, it's used reaction.
But this one has not.
Oh, they have that much reach.
Yeah.
Oh. I see.
But no, disengage, no problem. If that ends your turn, I go to the Mimic, which is the one attacking or grappling Anarissa, going to continue what it's doing. 1, 2, 3 attacks.
I'm down. That's not even a...
12, 10, and 22.
Oh yeah, I've only got 12 points left. I'm down.
Yeah, but does the 12 hit?
No, but does the 12... What's your armor class?
Oh, armor class is
22
15.
hits for
15? So I only hit you once for... Oh, it is 19 damage.
Oh.
It's 19. I mean, I can uncanny dodge.
Yeah, do that.
But I'm restricted.
You can... it just makes your speed 0. It doesn't do anything else.
Okay, I was going to say it was
So
like...
yeah, you can use your reaction, and then you only take 14 damage total.
Well,
oh,
no,
that still drops you. Still drops you. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
All right, boom. Flings you down below it. Like it doesn't bother grappling anymore, thinking that you're down. So you don't have to worry about that, but you are down. Let's see. We're surprised. Boom. Oh, you're not surprised because you're dead. And now Anarissa, death save.
Yep. And actually, it's saving
disadvantage because Velen's not there anymore.
Right.
They won't let you do disadvantage on death save, so you'll have to roll again.
Okay.
Yes, either way, you succeeded. That's one.
Okay.
All right. And then Mimic to the south attacks Valtreya. Pseudopod. 24 for 8. You're now grappled. 19 for 13. And then 21 for 17.
Jesus fuck.
Yep.
How much is that total?
Math. Yeah, 21, 31, no, 32, 37? Is that math?
Hold on. Let me count.
Wait, the damage that you just rolled?
That you just...
No.
That's 32.
Plus...
Was there extra damage?
38.
38. It's 38.
There's 17 plus
Yeah,
17 plus
38.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Valtreya, you're up. You're grappled. Your speed is 0.
What do I need to do to break free?
Action, you got to use athletics or acrobatics, and its DC is 16.
Okay. All right.
All right. Which one do you get? Okay, there it goes.
And I'm going to use. Oh, I have luck points.
Yeah, and you guys have 2 player inspirations. Just saying.
How does luck work?
I don't know.
You just re-roll it.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then.
All right. Is that a bonus action to luck?
No, luck
No, it's just an ability.
Just something you do?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Is this cheating?
It's not cheating if the book...
Exact same number.
Are you for real?
I can. I am favored by the gods.
What does that mean?
So I can roll 2d4 and add it to my roll to possibly change the outcome.
Okay.
So I will roll 2d4.
Total is enough. You're no longer grappled.
So, can I use the quicken spell to now cast Thunderstep?
I don't know.
It's you're only forced to do a cantrip if you've already cast a spell, right?
Correct. You've already done an action though, so you only have a bonus action slot remaining. Your action.
She's got quickened.
Quicken, yeah, correct. Yeah, so if you use Quicken and you use it you can spend 2 sorcery points to change the casting time of 1 bonus action for this casting. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, you can make it a bonus action. Yeah, that's fine because you haven't cast a spell.
Okay. I'm going to move over, grab Ani, and Thunderstep away.
Okay. You've been Thunderstepped.
So I need you to roll a con save, please.
All right, give me 1 sec.
And I don't know why it doesn't roll.
Instantaneous and rolls off. It's at 3 times.
I get that with a couple of mine.
You gotta program in the damage, otherwise it'll just say the text.
But I did, I thought. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do the DC of what's your DC?
15.
15. All right. Here we go. Nice roll. Con save. First one. Is it both of them?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, within 15.
The right one first, and then the left one. They both fail. They both take 27 damage. All right, I'll do that to this one, and place your figure where you teleported to.
I can get 90 feet away if I can see it.
All right, just go to the group. Just go to the group. The pillars do look quite strong, they are, if you look at their health, they are still alive, even though you did a ton of damage to them. You managed to make it over there, and you all are able to escape from the room. Now, that being said, that was quite the beating. So you run down the stairs, get to the main entranceway of the museum, and that's where we'll continue in just a bit. We're going to take a quick little 5-minute break. See you guys in a bit.
Wait.
Welcome back, everybody.
Did was essentially stalk me. Like, you creeped around my home and then left unwanted goods at my door. You're like,
it was a pineapple.
Apple. Yeah, you're like reverse Santa Claus. You gave me an evil present. Pineapple is the worst thing Earth ever did. Ever. Of all of history.
I'm pretty sure humans possibly bred until we got pineapples, but like
no. I'm
most agriculture works
in all human history.
Well, anyways, guys, it's not
it's Seb before you pegged Phil. Like I thought that was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's not stalking in any thing, but if you guys like and subscribe, I'll send you the direct URL to all the cameras that are in Zach's house. Continuing on.
Hey, pineapples grow on trees, not on like stalks.
No, they're like a bush.
Speaking of bushes, now that you've I don't know how that segue worked, but we're gonna infiltrate the necropolis. Oh, let me read the bottom of the. So, just so you guys know, there was nothing really that great inside of the place that you escaped from, so you don't feel so bad. But I did want to read this because it's in our other campaign. Dwellers of the Underdark. They're Dwellers of the Underdark now. They weren't back then. Faerûn are malevolent aberrations that are master spellcasters and highly resistant to magic. They use telepathy to control the weak-minded. They strive to erase all other beings from existence and are known to have caused the collapse of the Saruk Empire of Istosila. They use their tail stingers to inject their eggs into alien hosts. What if you guys discovered this in this campaign before you did in the other campaign?
Oh.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Sorry.
No, wait, I'm just trying to sit here. So they say they live in the Underdark, but in the other campaign...
Yes, this is 400 years ahead of Trials and Chains.
But not the Netherese city. That's ancient.
Yes. This was on display. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That was on like a plaque.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm going like...
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah. But let's move on.
Sailor Moon time travel shenanigans have happened here.
So, anyways, we'll deal with that in our other campaign. Let's continue with this one.
Big thing, how am I not dead?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Hang on.
Because
I was gonna say someone would have stabilized.
No,
you,
I'm just still.
I do have 3 potions of healing.
Also, let me just use a 3rd level healing spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say here. Let me give you a few clues.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the city map for our viewers at home in just a minute, and if you have a place you want them to explore, feel free.
Natalia, would you rather do it and I save my spells? How does spell slots work for you?
What?
I'll do it.
She's trying to be strategic on spell slots. She wasn't sure if yours regenerated faster or hers did.
Yeah, because I get spell slots back on short rests,
Yeah.
but I also have a lot of other shit I can do besides spells, and you are mainly spells.
Yes.
Yeah.
What would you? So I'm saying you're just recovering with your spells in the main level of the museum.
Okay.
So, while you're doing this, Zach, I did not realize this rule, but when you take a long rest, you only recover half your hit dice.
Yeah, half of what you spent.
Mm-hmm. That's nuts.
It's like a weird.
Retconning some of the stuff we
No.
did.
It's just I don't normally run hit dice over long periods of time because it's hard to keep track of. But most games, like 3 sessions is like 1 day of adventuring. But to me, that's kind of bonkers.
Ani, I re-rolled some of this because of Valtreya, so you are getting back 18.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, is everyone healed up, ready to rock, or any more healing required?
Someone should heal Button more too.
Yeah,
I think
Button
he was
needs
at like 17.
Oof.
I'm actually going to heal myself up.
But we're not, Chris, just to be clear, we're not like taking a short rest right now, right?
No. I mean, you can try, but I'm just assuming you're using spells, etc.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna re-roll that d8 again. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
Oops, I got to adjust her hit points.
Button, you get another
22?
22 back.
That's wonderful. Thank you. 17 plus 22.
Right. Velen is at 41 of 67. But you're here now. You don't really need her anymore, right?
Does she have any idea at all?
No, she's never been here before. This was the whole purpose of her order was
I
to
understand
invest-
that, but I mean, had she ever had any ideas of what to do next? Just get here was the only goal. No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To recover
'Cause
artifacts.
she didn't even know.
And bring them back to the. It's kind of like a wizard's test. They're like, you four, we don't like you. Go off to Icewind Dale, and hopefully we'll never see any of you guys again. But she wants to bring back proof that she survived. No one else did, to be fair. Well, there is one.
Well, maybe. Okay. Well, I don't know. Do you want to go to the Marshmallow Tower or?
Marshmallow
this
Tower.
museum-
You guys found the Mushroom Kingdom, not the fucking Ythryn City.
We don't know what it's called.
That's fair. I just love it. It's so good.
Hazardous to our health. I would like to leave.
Leave the museum or
Well, leave the whole place, right?
leave the city.
The whole place, but the museum for now, maybe.
So, in the upper echelon area of this map, there's this icicle dripping down, and it seems to be forming a large. So this is like an icicle, stalactite, and it's making a stalagmite on the bottom that is slowly growing in size.
I feel like it's like a beeline to where we need to go.
You don't know where you need to go. That's the problem.
We don't know where we have to go.
Well, that's a good start, right?
So we do know that Ice Lady can transform herself into water and slip away. Could she possibly be reforming herself right now?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, because otherwise, why would it be warm enough down here for ice to be melting?
Right.
Yep.
Tira, you do know that the Ice Maiden was following you or hunting you.
Well, we know that we need to head to the central tower for whatever this ritual is. Let's just go to whatever that glowing thing is, and if there's hints there, then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a nice plaque.
Maybe there will be a wall with all the rules and everything we need to do.
I'm gonna give you guys a little bonus here. Everybody roll an investigation check.
I'm very smart.
Anarissa, roll a d20.
That doesn't make me trust you. 15.
So you managed to piece together a couple of the remnants of the displays on the safe central level, and you discover that the wizards imbued certain spells with their own life force, turning them into living entities. So watch out for that.
Oh, good.
So where would you guys like to travel to? You have
Big scary thing in the middle?
You have
Is that what
over
we're going
20
for?
choices.
Right. Yeah, sure. Let's go look at the glowing orb in the center.
So we're talking about this thing, correct?
Yes.
All right.
I feel like we're in the middle of a choose your own adventure where Chris has to just find what page we're supposed to jump to next.
This enormous artifact is enclosed within the force field surrounding the spire. It does not let you cannot pass the force field around this artifact without performing a certain ritual.
Okay.
Beneath the great spire, a luminous 50-foot diameter crystal sphere rests on an ornate stand. You cannot pass a barrier that seems to be protecting it from the outside without performing a ritual.
Is there any more writing or anything?
0%.
Does Professor Scant know anything about this artifact? Like, is this the powerful thing we're looking for to help us here?
If there's a Netherese artifact that is still active after all these years, it must be powerful enough to end this endless winter. However, the rest of the city must hold the clues necessary to perform the ritual.
Damn it.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, so...
That's
I
where
think
you
it's-
need to go when you know what you're doing.
Right, yeah.
Right. Alright.
Figure out what we're doing first.
Well...
Did we
One
go
of
to the
these-
weird goat ball field?
You did not.
No, we passed by it.
No.
And
also-
asking if we want to go to the weird goat ball field.
No,
There's also a bunch
Let's
of...
go to the weird goat ball.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that. There's also just, zooming in, it looks like a bunch of these very phallic-looking towers have symbols on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we need to check out one of those, at least one of them.
Yeah, because it looks like I'm seeing at least four
they
that
have different
color
symbols on
symbols on them.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, well, let's do this one with the
I
orange
want
symbol
penis
on
towers instead of goat ball field now.
There's
Well, we're
this
very
one-
close to this penis tower, so...
This is my ultimate map, everybody. All right, which
ice sticks everywhere.
which ice stick would you like to infiltrate first?
No.
Orange,
Oh,
orange
no.
ice.
Orange icicle?
This one. Yeah,
Is this what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
is everybody
go.
sure? Not everyone seems sure.
I mean, I think
That's
at this
because we
point...
have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, there's no...
I'm
Having no clues, just
Yeah.
throw in something until it sticks, I suppose.
Yeah, we're
A
literally
tower
just
rises before you, straight as an arrow. A faint light shines from the spire's highest window, and hairline cracks creep up its walls like ivy.
Oh, that's veiny.
God damn it.
No,
Is there
What's,
any?
I don't like this.
Is there an entrance at the bottom?
There is.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you have to enter through the tip.
You have to climb to the
Unsubscribe.
top.
Okay. As you enter, are you entering? That's this little teeny little door down here in the little bottom area of the tower.
Oh, that
Yes.
Yeah, little hole. Yes, it's not a wart, it's a hole that leads to the tower.
I'm for going inside. I think we need to investigate.
I don't think we have a choice at this point. We've got to figure out. So
We gotta start investigating something.
I mean, we did. We just almost died doing it.
Well,
so.
that's true.
All right, so you enter the tower. The tower's interior walls are sculpted with impressions of humanoid forms pressing out from within, crawling hands and howling faces captured in stone forever. If you guys would like, you can make an investigation check.
Sure. Yeah.
20. Not natural.
23.
Yep.
Ooh,
22.
Okay. I'm going to say you go in cautiously. You don't see any figures or any living creatures inside. You find the following. Let's see. Natel, ascending the tower to the very tip, one would say the most delicate part of the tower, you do find a statue depicting a woman in wizard's robes posed as if completing a spell. Her statue has been thrown about during the crash of the city and appears damaged. It damaged part of the inscription on one wall. I'm going to read this out to you guys. I highly recommend you write it down.
I am doing it.
All right. It says, do you read Draconic? You do not.
Mirnix
But you bring Mirnix up. Mirnix up.
Yeah.
It's a strange dialect, but you are able to recognize the letters. It says, 8th, stand firm in thy circle of death and consume blank. The blank is where the statue broke part of the inscription. But it does say, 8th, stand firm and in thy circle of death consume blank.
Okay. Written down.
Let's see. Anarissa, as you're looking through the various refuse of the tower, you do find a small bag, and you're surprised that inside it you find beans.
Okay. Do we have enough time for me to, like, identify it?
What's the casting time on Identify?
Depends if I do it offhand or if I do it as a ritual. It's just like...
Try to do it as a ritual, and we'll see if you're interrupted or not.
It would only be
like 10 minutes.
It would just be 10 minutes for that because it's very short.
A
It's like a
lot
one.
of stuff can happen in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Or I could just use. I could
It's up
just
to
use.
you.
It's a one level spell, so I could just.
Just for funzos, the way I'm going to do it is, if you spend 10 minutes just sitting in this tower, I will say there's a 10% chance you're discovered by something.
I'm just going to use
Did
the
we-
spell slot.
Did we find anything else in the tower, Chris?
That is all.
Do the statues of the people on the wall, do they look like they were trapped there, or do they look like they were carved there?
If it was carving, it was exceptionally well-crafted carvings. It looks very lifelike.
Yeah.
Probably real. Okay.
Possibly, but we're also talking about a civilization that was known for like its super high achievements. So, I mean,
Yeah, but
They could also be sacrifices.
Oh my fucking butts.
What?
Did you cast Identify?
I did. I cast it as just an
Are you
action.
sure you want to? You want to just like pretend you didn't find this bag?
No,
What
I
is it?
definitely found this
What is it,
bag.
Chris?
It's a bag o' beans.
Yes! Yes!
I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna
Scroll
read.
down and feast your eyes on the bullshit that.
Oh, there's. I know what this is. There's so much.
I hate
nonsense
it.
we could
I tried to
do.
sell one
Oh,
to Chalice
boy.
and Chains for a lot of money at one point, and you're like, no, I don't want a bag of beans. But
they're
it's like
really
a very
good.
powerful item.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I hate it. I hate it.
Toro, since you already know about this, do you want to take the bag? Because I'd have to read as I try to use it.
Oh, I mean, I know that like there's all kinds of nonsense that you can do. I don't know
Yeah.
everything that it does.
Oh, I
But if
thought you were.
All right, I'm just
I like
trying
your
little
No,
checks
well, I
on
only-
areas that you've sequestered.
I only know like what it is because
Okay.
I've like heard about it and like I know of it from like other people's campaigns.
Oh no,
There's
that's
a
fine. I was just
10%
thinking
chance
it would
you're
be.
gonna bullet.
I was just thinking quick
Yeah.
thinking, like in the sense of in the middle of a combat you would. But if you're in the same spot I am, then okay.
No, it's like a one use.
There's
Or
3d4
no, well it
beans.
can be a one use or
Oh,
you
it's
can
it takes
remove, like,
1
an
minute.
individual bean.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things, but yeah.
All right, roll 3d4 now, please.
Keep forgetting we have a fucking bag of tricks.
Yeah.
3d4.
You have all the rando tables. Yes, please. You have
Yeah.
9 beans.
Okay.
You might want to mark that. Yes. 9 ways to ruin my life. That's why I don't read ahead anymore, guys. So
here's the thing, though. You can also just like dump them all out. They explode.
Yeah, you can
in a
make the
10-foot
napalm
radius,
bag of
and
napalm.
everybody has to make a dex saving throw. And it does like a bunch of fire damage.
Not that much. Not as much as a fireball.
So, guys,
not as much as a fireball, but it's
if
still...
you look, I just want you to notice that this sort of like heart-looking thing over here, that is a separate place than the tower you're in. It's a little misleading with the way the artwork is.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Figured.
Okay.
It looks like you have cleared this tower, and if you stay any longer, there could be further danger.
Okay. Sarah, it's up to you. If you want to keep it, that's cool. But I think, Chris, will it appear in our magic item?
It should. Well, no. It should appear in your journal now.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, that's in there. Anything that appears in your journal, you have access to.
Okay. Cool. Oh, did we ever decide who gets the mantle of spell resistance?
I think that was Mirnix because Button wasn't there and we decided it was going to be a melee person.
That's right. Okay.
And it takes attunement, so I guess over that long rest, maybe it's attuned now.
Yeah, you can anyone who wants it, we can say you have it, but make your decision.
Yeah. Mirnix, you have the mantle of spell resistance now.
Hell yeah.
So you get advantage on saving throws against spells.
This super sweet looking.
It looks really dope.
That reminded me of Dragon Wings, and that's why I wanted it.
Yeah.
But it did cool stuff.
Yeah, having advantage against saving throws against spells in a wizard city is a good thing to have.
Fuck yeah.
All right, guys. Where to next?
We go over to the blue tower.
This one?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
As you do, you see that dripping collection of ice has grown larger.
Yeah, I get it. The timer's going.
All right, we're going here?
Yep, Total will check for traps and all of that nonsense.
DC, or your passive is 20, so I'll let you know if you come in anything.
What?
The tower reaches upward like a talon, its stonework studded in chiseled runes. A blue light shines from its highest window. What would you guys like to do?
Go inside.
Go up to that window, I guess.
With your high perception, you do notice that one of the glyphs on the side is pulsing.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You sure?
Go ahead and give you advantage as well.
Oh, okay.
22. All right. Let me just make sure I don't tell you the wrong thing. This looks to be an arcane trap of some sort. It looks like it would... here we go. It looks like it's to drive away those of weak minds. You know, entering the tower will trigger it.
Is it, so it's not one that we can just like not look at?
The only way to get rid of this is to dispel magic.
I can dispel magic.
All right, you gonna cast it?
Do you guys want me to?
We can also just attempt to send the smart ones in there to gather what needs to be gathered.
Mirnix has that fancy new
Have the
cloak.
advantage on saving throws.
And
It's-
they are a genius.
Ow.
All right, that works for me.
Thank you, Button. I appreciate that.
Yes.
So are we sending
you're
Mirnix
welcome.
in, or am I dispelling it?
Send me in so you don't have to waste a spell slot.
Good luck.
Just so I understand correctly, Mirnix is the only one entering the tower right now.
Yes.
That works.
As bad an
Wait,
idea
can
as this
Toro
sounds.
check the door for traps first?
That is
We
the
know
trap.
there's a trap.
Is
It's
it
a
a
terrible
trap?
trap.
Okay. I don't know if it was like
But you'll be fine.
They've proven that
As
they're
you
smart.
enter the tower, the pulsing rune glows steadily. Roll an intelligence saving throw with advantage because of your cloak. 19 is enough to pass by without any detrimental effects. You have pain searing through your mind, but you're able to pass through into the area. A huge anvil chiseled with vivid blue runes rests in the center of a 30-foot diameter, 30-foot high circular chamber. Resting atop it is a hammer adorned with matching runes. 6 armored figures stand guard around the anvil. At the rear of the chamber, the frozen corpse of a wizard lies in a pile of rubble. Blue flames flicker from braziers spaced around the room, illuminating a carved inscription on the ceiling.
Okay,
Come on.
I'm gonna read all
What's
that
it say?
I'm gonna read it all, and then I'm gonna.
All right, so I'll just say this again. You go into this room. There is an anvil. There are these 6 armored figures standing around the anvil, but at the rear of the chamber, there's a dead wizard and a carved inscription.
Okay, I'm gonna go read the carved inscription, but I'm gonna sneak around as best as I can.
Okay, as you don't approach the anvil or the hammer, the other figures, the armored figures, don't make any. They look like they're just suits of armor standing there.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna go sneak when I get near that wizard, because I don't know if he's actually dead or not,
Okay.
and read the inscription.
Here is what the inscription says. You might want to write this down. First, shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. I'll show you my nether oak. Sorry, let's continue.
What was that again?
Nether oak. So,
No, the whole.
Shield thy heart with
thy
a wand
heart
of
with a wand from nether oak.
Yes.
And it's first.
That
Yes.
said first. The last one you looked at said 8th.
Oof.
Yay.
How many of these towers are centered around the? I'm assuming there's 8.
Probably just an easy 48 of them.
No.
Well, okay, the
thing-
tower's like this one. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, maybe 6 behind the big tower.
Looks like there's
no,
some
'cause
ruins over
if
here.
you zoom out, if you zoom out, there's also ones like near the edge. See?
Yeah.
So like, I think this
Valtreya,
might be a ruin of one.
Arcane
This is another.
Arcana check.
Okay.
Guidance.
Hold please.
There are 8 schools of magic.
Hey guys, there's 8 schools of
Yeah,
magic.
there are. Okay.
Okay.
You
Okay,
have
Valkyria.
2.
Yes, good job.
Thanks, bud.
All right, I'm gonna come
Random
back
outburst.
out of the tower and tell everybody about the anvil and the hammer.
Okay.
Did you get the hammer?
Okay.
Cause like I low key want the hammer, but I
The
don't.
hammer sounds great. Let's get that hammer.
I really fucking want that hammer. But I don't want to go in there alone and then touch the hammer and something happens, and then I die in the room
I mean,
alone.
if you run really fast in the right direction, you should be fine.
That's very comforting. What do you guys think? Should I go get the hammer?
No, I don't
No,
think it's
there's
gonna be
6
honestly what
We
it's
should probably not get
I
the
think,
hammer.
I think touching things.
We learned that touching things is bad.
We
know
just
it's
got
bad.
we got attacked by load-bearing pillars. It's
While Mirnix was investigating the tower with the anvil, the rest of you watched in horror as the ice formation to the north coalesced into the form of a large ice creature
Look,
who
she's
began
real.
stomping
fucking
around
God.
the area.
Are we not allowed to complete the campaign? Is that the point of it?
For real.
She does not
Alright.
know, guys. This is a big city. She does not know where you are. She has just arrived in the city.
God.
Alright, yeah, I'm definitely running down the stairs and telling them about the hammer, and then
Quietly.
yes.
Alright, we probably need to start moving the opposite way that she's going around the tower, so we try to keep the tower between us and her.
I agree.
Sounds
Let's head back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to this one maybe, I think.
All right.
Did we go into the heart-shaped one?
You did not.
No.
Would you like to?
I feel like we should.
Whoa, hold on to something. Heart, right? That looks like a heart.
I suppose.
This one, I meant like yeah.
Yeah, it's got valves.
Shield thy heart. I suppose. I mean, it is. In a way, I don't care.
Yeah, let's go there then. It's sort of on the way, and then we can always circle back and go.
It is
over
technically
to the
further from All Real as well, so I'm in favor. So
All
we're going to the heart one.
All right, let me move you there. This enormous boot-shaped structure is capped with 3 pipes that resemble the arteries of a titanic heart. Tall doors open into the structure's dark interior.
We've cast light though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what the yeah. So there are posters strewn across the entrance to this hall. Mirnix with Draconic, you are able to decipher that it says, "Experience the Netherese Esoteric Orchestra's masterwork, The Dark Between the Stars."
Okay.
So this is
an opera house?
Those of you who have come from Waterdeep, the layout is similar to that of a theater.
Would probably make a lot of noise if we go in.
Be a good distraction.
Don't play things, I don't think.
If we need to call her attention this way, one of us, while the rest of us go around. I'm just saying, it's a good backup plan for her.
Yes, I think for now though we should focus on not being found. But it doesn't look like there's anything magical in here.
I wouldn't. If everything else seems like a wizard's tower, if this looks like a opera house, let's not go in there.
I think we're looking specifically for the ones that.
I'm not trying to fight a haunted piano.
Yeah.
The Phantom of the Opera.
Yes.
That's exactly where my mind went. It's like,
the rate of the opera.
Listen, they do like 1d4 plus 12 years aging. If they scare you, you shouldn't go in there.
So,
all right.
What do you guys? You're on the outside of this parent pipe.
Then we go to the towers. I think we focus strictly on towers.
I think
if this isn't a tower, I'm not worried about it.
All right. An obsidian tower shrouded in gossamer mist soars before you. Eyes carved into the stonework appear to fixate on you as you approach the entrance. The spire's highest window emits a purple light.
Checking for traps at the door, all that stuff.
You see no glyphs like in the previous tower. You see no mechanical traps of any type.
Okay. So I just don't need to roll.
If there's something, that's
Okay.
all you see with your passive perception of 20. If you want to try and roll higher, you can.
Just to be safe, yes.
Okay.
21.
All of a sudden, you realize there's nothing else.
Okay. All right. Then let's head inside.
Okay. All right. Everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
I'm sure this is going to be lovely.
Chris,
Huh?
do I get advantage?
You do.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna spend a luck point.
Okay.
That's better.
All right. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick little, very short. You have 2 minutes. 2-minute break. For you, Valtreya, this will be an actual break. For the rest of you, I'm going to send you a prompt in the chat, and this is something you're going to have to come up with when we come back. See you in just a bit.
Oh, this is...
Welcome back to Mythal Command. where we are infiltrating the city of Ythryn. And the characters are going through these various towers of magic. And as they enter, each of them experiences something different. Valtreya, when you enter, you see a dark tower like the other ones you entered. However, you hear around you heartbeats, sobbing, and ragged, gasping breaths. You realize these to be just illusions, and they don't affect you in any way.
Okay.
But just from the blank expressions on your comrades' faces as they enter the tower, you realize they're going through something much more personal and internal to them. So I'd like to start with Toro, and then I'm going to move around the room. So Toro,
Okay.
can you describe what you experience?
Okay. Toro is the one who checked the door, and so he goes in first. And everyone is behind him. He walks in, everyone follows in behind, and then there's a click, and a shower of spears rains down from the ceiling, and he ducks, but everyone else in the party gets hit by these spears, and before he can even do anything, they're all dead.
And you're left alone in this...
And Toro is left alone in the Netherese city.
All right, so as you head over, trying to stabilize each of your wounded comrades, you try and pull out potions, you fruitlessly pour them into their mouths, you try and bandage their wounds, you realize after what to you feels like hours and hours of torment, unable to resurrect or stabilize any of them, and you take 46 psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So we all just die in here.
This could be it. This could be it. It's an 8th level phantasmal killer, guys.
Hang on. I have to... Hang on. I have
That's
to drag
correct.
out my character.
It's an 8th level phantasmal killer.
Oh, I thought you said 4d6. 4t6, gotcha.
4t6, yes.
This time I do mean 4d6.
Sorry, half my screen is covered.
Yeah, because Phantasmal Killer is 4d10 plus 1d10 for each level above 4th, and this is 8th level.
I'm at 21 hit points.
All right. Valtreya, you're good. Natel.
Oof. So Natel's not even in the tower anymore. She's back at the yawning portal, and she's sitting around a gigantic table with all of her family from Waterdeep and her new family from Icewind Dale. And they're sitting and having a good time. And she notices that one by one her friends' skin starts to blacken and crackle, and fire starts just kind of coming out of their mouths that they start to slowly immolate in front of her. And until she's the last one and she feels her skin cracking and herself dying.
Are your previous family, including characters that perhaps passed away in previous adventures, located at this table as well?
Yeah, everyone's still alive, and she watches them die again.
So watching the torment of both old family and new dying in front of you reawakens old wounds, and you take 34 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
This is rough. I love it. Netherese.
Okay, so Netherese steps through the doorway, and instead of seeing the inside of the tower, it's a street in Waterdeep. And she sort of knows that she's just coming from the Yawning Portal. She's been talking to some folks about gigs, trying to play a bit of manager for the band. And there's just a lot of it looks at first like there's mist in the streets, but then she hears yelling. There's folks running, saying that something's happened. A lot of Kenkus run past, and she heads towards that area, realizing it's coming from the sewers. And as she goes down, it's smoke, and it's thicker and thicker. And as she goes, she's finding her friends one by one. None of them have survived the fireball. And she is just trying to find them and talk to them and do what she can, because she's a bit fire resistant. So maybe if she'd gotten there sooner, maybe if she had been there, maybe if she hadn't done her own thing that night, they would have made it.
All right. I'm going to say at the end of your vision, you see Netherese signing off Troll Skull Manor, which never became Thoughtseize, and it is given away to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Take 55 points of psychic damage.
I'm down.
All right.
I wasn't ready for this tonight.
Me neither. Me neither. Tira.
Oh.
So Tira follows everyone else into the building, but in her mind, she's in the middle of the pack, readying a spell. And as the door clicks behind her, everyone else stops, and she thinks maybe they've heard something or seen something. So she tries to channel through her ravens, but that power's not there anymore. She can't do it. She tries to conjure up a little spell in her hand, and it just fizzles. And she has no connection to the Raven Queen, and one by one, everyone else in the party turns to her, and there is just this hatred in their eyes. And they look at her, and they're like, we know what you are. You will never be anything more to us. You are filth. You are an outsider. And you are not worthy. And one by one, they draw their weapons and move to attack.
Right. At the end of your vision, I'm going to say that all of them, their weapons coalesce into beaks and talons as your friends turn into a flock of ravens that then tear Tira apart. Take 59 points of psychic damage.
How did you take what he did and make it worse?
Because that is what Chris is good at.
That's my job.
All right, I am at 8.
All right. Mirnix.
Okay, so when Mirnix walks through the door, they're just in the middle of a giant ice field, and all of their friends in the party are around them, and then the mist starts to overtake them and just pulls them back, and they just disappear. And Mirnix is just running around with their axe, just trying to find what's going on, and then they realize that there's nothing, and there's nothing for forever, and they're just alone forever.
Okay, so as you continue around that nightmare of isolation, it goes to the point where you're unable to sustain yourself, so you try and eat whatever you can, eventually resorting to dirt, and then lastly your own flesh as you take 40 points of psychic damage.
Wow, Mirnix went straight great
Wow.
for the fireflies. That's great.
Wow.
This is a great night.
Good times! Like and subscribe for more trauma! Button!
So Button walks through and is immediately in a blizzard. And he walks towards a campfire light. And it looks like his camp, and he notices down there all of his former hunting party. Their bodies exactly where he found them last time, but there's more bodies there now, and it's all of his new friends, his new allies. They're all ripped the same way his old friends were, and as he kind of stumbles around and tries to do what he can to close wounds and see if any of them have breath, he looks up and he sees the perpetrator of this attack, and it's Deidre, but next to Deidre is also him. And so he sees that this was all his fault.
Next to Deidre is another Button.
Is Button, yeah.
His Button.
Yeah, and probably no longer yeah. He sees that it's his fault.
So as you gaze into the eyes of yourself as well as Deidre, she's weeping, and the tears eventually just turn crimson, blood pouring down her cheeks, and she looks at you and says, "You could have stopped all of this, but you were a coward." And the other Button with one talon slices her throat. Take 46 points of psychic damage.
I'm down.
All right. Wow! Stretchy stretch. Hi. At this point, guys, Valtreya, you have seen one by one some of your the pallor of all your companions' faces. It seems like they're going through something terrible. Some of them fall to the ground, and some of them are able to stabilize themselves. But your party is in desperate need of help. What are you gonna do?
Shit.
You're gonna shit? That doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
I mean,
I just thought of a way to make
it's
mine
just like,
worse.
This is creepy, and everybody dies around her. I'm pretty sure shit's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna. Ani and Button went down, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go over to Ani first. And I'm gonna use. What is it? Anyway, it's one of my healing hands. There we go. And you get 9 points back.
Okay.
Or you have 9 hit points. And then I'm gonna go over to Button and give you a cure wounds. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
Okay,
just really silently reflecting.
Yeah, we're all traumatized.
I thought of a way to make mine worse. Can I redo it?
No.
Dude, I totally understand where you're coming from.
Let's add to the trauma.
All right, that looks like 21 healing.
No one's crying yet. Can I redo mine?
So
Oh,
Button,
21 for me?
Yeah, you're at 21. Ani, you're at 9. You're up.
Yep.
Everyone having a great Wednesday? Yes, we're doing our jobs wrong.
Oh, it's great. I always look forward to Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesdays.
Oh boy. All right. Where are we at right now?
if
Here, let me
everybody
so we don't have giant toros trampling through Ythryn. Let's go to the main page where everyone can look at your Oh shit, I didn't roll for Velen.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast False Life on myself.
Can you do that? Well, false. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, I see.
It's I don't know why it's not rolling correctly. It should be 1d4 plus 24 hit points. I don't know why it's rolling at 1d4 plus 14. I don't know.
If you need to roll with like the advanced dice roller, go ahead and do that. Because sometimes if you don't program in the math a certain way, it gets all wonky.
All right, so it's 27. That's fine.
Velen will roll her wisdom saving throw. Oh! Valtreya, Velen comes sees like, well, that didn't seem so bad. Don't know what's up with your friends.
I just kind of like look at her, roll my eyes, and just walk away. And I go to like check on Natel.
That works.
And I ask what happened.
Am I conscious? Like, are we out of this?
If you have received any hit points, you are popping out of this, yes.
Okay, well, I didn't
everybody's
go down.
still in it?
No. Sorry, let me say that again. Anyone who dropped is sorry, I'm confused.
As the effect ended.
If you didn't drop, you just break out of this. You wake up in the tower with Valtreya sort of consoling you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
If you dropped, you need to be saved now.
I'll do stabilize Button.
I'm
no.
Yeah, they're fine.
Who's down? Raise your hand if you're down.
Nobody.
I think we're all good.
We're all good? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would. So we snap out of it.
Yeah.
And I just look at Valtreya and I just I grab her hands, flip them over, pull her sleeves up, open her mouth. And I'm like, and then I just grab her, and I look at Ani and make sure she's okay, and one by one make sure that everyone is all right.
We're all doing that. We're all just keeping eyes on everybody.
Mirnix, allow me to see your neck.
You good?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you did survive. Just keep walking.
Were you worried about me?
No, I was of course not.
Were you?
I think Oh, I think so. I think Toto comes out of it and like he's not crying, but like you can see like his eyes are like red rimmed, like he's trying not to cry. And he like looks around, sees that everyone is actually alive, and then just like breathes deep for a minute and just nods and is like, time to move on.
Right.
Yeah, Ani has definitely like run over to Nutella and Valtreya, and she is just like, pressed in with them, like that. She's not even saying anything. She's just there, and she's definitely crying, but it's very quiet. It's just she knows it wasn't real, but it's still there.
I give Ani a look, and I'm like, same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So please, let's get the fuck out of this tower.
Well, we came in here for something, right?
Came in here for the next step in the spell.
Yeah.
So, as you are all recovering, you notice that Velen, not straying too far from the party, is looking up at some weird inscription. She looks at you, Netherese, and says, "Look at this. It looks strange, doesn't it?"
What do I see when I'm looking at it?
So you see, lit by a purple continual flame spell, you see a script of Draconic calling Mirnix over. Is Mirnix in shape to look at stuff?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You see it says, 6th, show thy face to the sky. Netherese, roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right.
15.
You hear laughter, faintly, coming from the actual stone of the tower itself. And seeing the surprise in your eyes, Velen says, "Okay, so you hear it too."
Mm-hmm.
Seems like this tower is playing tricks on us. Could be... and if you look at the characters of the Draconic, they're slightly shifting. Perhaps this is some sort of illusion, much like what we faced when we entered here. Do you have a way to stop it?
I don't have Dispel Magic, but I know Valtreya does. That might be a way to do it. So I'll kind of wave Valtreya over and explain what we're seeing on this.
I can give it a try.
All right. I gave you a freebie, which I didn't make you roll. I honestly thought it was like old school Dispel Magic, where you just dispel the magic, but you actually have a DC you have to conquer in this one.
Okay.
So it's going to be a DC of 17.
Okay.
You do have 2 inspirations, and we're getting close to the end of the night, so let's see how this goes.
I think you just roll your spell casting.
Yeah.
Because it does that to me all the time in
Okay.
the other game.
So where?
You're making an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
So what is yours? Is it
Probably
charisma?
Charisma.
So you just run you just roll charisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is not high enough. Would you like to roll again by using an inspiration?
I would.
All right.
In the moon.
So
is this something that can be thought about heavily? Is what I do looking over at Natal and going, is this something that thinking a lot?
Does it allow you to do something on an ability check?
Well, here's my
Yeah,
question.
it's any check.
I can cast a spell magic at a higher level, which would change what I rolled.
It's 8th level.
Okay, so if I casted it 4th, wouldn't that lower what my DC would have to be?
I don't
Or
think so.
would
The
that-
only thing it does is doesn't it just it makes
don't
certain
know.
levels like you just automatically do it?
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you automatically end the effects of the
Yeah.
spell on the target. Oh, the spell's level is equal to or
Yeah,
less.
so if you can get to 8th level spell slot, yes, but if not, then no.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need an 18.
Yeah, and even with guidance, it wouldn't get it up high enough.
So the only option you have is to try again. So roll another charisma check and see if it does it.
This time, guidance. Yes.
Same number. You can guidance it, but it won't be enough.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
No.
The DC
No, 'cause
was
it's
17 if you roll a 4.
It was 17.
If you roll a 4.
Oh, I thought it was 8. I thought it was 10.
No, it's an 8th level spell, but it's DC of 17.
Okay.
Hey, can I say that
Not enough.
I was
You can't luck on a guidance roll.
No, but can a portent roll, because I can do it to
What can your portent roll
That
do?
has to happen first.
Yeah, you have to do it
That has
before
happen
the roll
the
happens. I'll allow it
started
if you
talking.
spend another spell slot.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'll allow it if you use another
If
spell
I
slot.
s- if I
No,
expend a
not
spell
you. If Valtreya does.
Oh.
Use a spell slot and use portent, and I'll say it automatically.
Well, no, I
succeeds.
can't. I was just going to use it for guidance because I have a 4 that's an option,
You
but I don't
can't.
have
You can't
a,
change guidance roll.
I wasn't sure if that counted. That's why I was trying to see. So,
Would you? You could try again with a inspiration. You have 1 inspiration left.
I don't know, guys. Do you think this is necessary for us to figure out what to do? Do you think they're fucking with what we need to see?
I mean, I think it's a possibility. Like, if this tower is all about like illusion and stuff, I think it's possible that the inscription is like being hidden in some way.
yeah, and we are getting close to the end of the stream, so if we stop at a certain point, then, we will lose the inspiration anyways.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Use
basically the use of a spell slot.
Yeah.
Right.
Up to you.
I trust.
I say use the inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's burning a spell slot.
Yeah, it's the spell slot. Yeah, it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
that's
you'd
why
still
I'm
be
saying,
using
like,
another spell slot.
Correct.
Okay.
You've
She'd
already
be
used an
casting it
inspiration and
again.
failed, so
I
you can
see.
do another spell and still have inspiration because you have 1 inspiration left. That's what I'm saying. But it'll cost you a spell
Oh,
slot.
gotcha.
And this one might not
Right.
even do it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, then no, because like I don't think we're gonna get a short rest in here.
Well, but here's the thing: how else do we figure this out?
We already got the thing.
We don't know if it's right.
Yeah, we don't know if whatever
The letters are
magic is on the
shifting
wall,
around.
Yeah, is
okay.
hiding the inscription. I mean,
The current inscription you're reading says, 6, show thy face to the sky.
yeah, and the other ones have been.
It says that. It doesn't look like it may always say that, like it's moving around.
So that's that's what's carved in the rock from your perspective. Velen said this looks kind of weird, and there was an Arcana check involved where you're like, yeah, the letters are kind of shifting out of place as if there's an illusion here.
Yeah.
But there's no way you
Velen
can
and
tell
I
what's on
both
the other
looked at
side
it.
without dispelling it.
And we may have to do it if we think that we have the right information.
Really, your 2 options are dispel it or guess what the answer really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to dispel it then.
Do you have any high important rolls there, Sarah?
No.
17? No. Okay.
No, I have a 4 and a 14.
Oh.
All right. Well,
And they don't reset until a long rest, so.
Yeah.
guess I'll try again.
All right, let's do it.
That's why I was trying to see if I could use it on the guidance roll, because I was like,
Yeah.
Can
that
I
would
get
boost
charisma
it.
save?
No, you cannot. Absolutely not.
Can you guide again though?
Yes. But you can only guide once, because if you use it... Okay, so 14 fails. You can guide it. So if you want to add a D4...
Yeah.
You 3 or 4.
That still fails. Use the inspiration, go to 0 inspiration, roll the check again, and add 1 to it from the guidance.
I mean, yeah, if you've already used the spell slot, I'd say use the last inspiration.
You might as well use it.
Yeah.
Here goes. Unfortunately,
come on.
unable to dispel. So, so here's the thing, guys.
I feel like this was just designed to not be completed.
It might not happen.
I mean, it's just a luck thing.
It is a dark
like,
campaign with, you've gotten this far. Just saying.
Yeah.
That being said, guys, it's up to you. This was a pretty heavy situation here. So we can say we'll continue from this point next week. Because, I mean, we only got max of 30 minutes. This is actually a decent place to stop for tonight.
Oh, that's fine.
The way the
How
letters
many
are
towers have we
moving.
done?
I have to be awake super early.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call. I think after all that trauma, we'll call it here. We're pausing the game and gonna unpause it. There's no rest, no nothing. We're gonna start right at this moment.
Long rest, level 10.
0% everything you just said. Yeah. All right, guys. Let me bring us back to the main screen. Thanks so much for watching our finale of the Frostmaiden campaign. Hopefully, next week we'll see what continues on with these groups of characters.
Did you say finale of the Frostmaiden?
Yes, he did.
It is the finale of the Frostmaiden campaign. It is. This is the city that we have to complete.
We thought
finale.
Oh no! This is the culmination. No! You didn't lose. Sorry. Let me make that more clear. We're in the end stages of the Frostmaiden campaign. This was not the absolute end all. Tomorrow, Stephen unfortunately will be out of town, but check him out on Sunday for some paint night or paint morning. Paint morning. He told me Sunday he's doing paint morning. That's a text I got from him. Is that incorrect?
I don't know what the fuck time we're leaving Charlotte to get back here at 9 in the morning.
I might be wrong. Maybe there's no paint again, but we'll see you soon. See you guys.
No, it was that he's not going to be here, so you're mourning that. It's a paint morning.
All right, maybe that's what it was. I misunderstood. Either way, I'll see you guys next week on Table Hops. You guys have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.